You can never know what's going to kill you in the wild. And when you've got black mambas roaming around, survival begins to seem like an impossible task to achieve, as a single bite from these death tubes will reduce the mightiest predators into a twitching mess before killing them without negotiation, which is exactly what we're about to see today. Mongooses are legendary snake killers, equipped with quick reflexes, thick fur, and partial venom resistance that makes them the bane of most serpents. However, even these confident predators show remarkable respect and fear when encountering a black mamba. In this tense encounter, a hungry mongoose demonstrated this healthy caution perfectly. Despite its desperate state, the mongoose's survival instincts overrode its hunger. It attempted a half-hearted strategy of tail, grabbing a usually effective technique against other snakes, but quickly retreated whenever the mamba turned to face it. The mongoose's hesitant dance of approach and retreat showed its understanding of the stakes. One bite from this particular serpent would mean certain death, regardless of its partial venom immunity. The mongoose's eventual decision to abandon the hunt despite its hunger proved its intelligence. Even nature's most accomplished snake killers know when it's outmatched. Some meals, as the mongoose widely concluded, simply aren't worth the risk. This leopard and its cub stumbled upon what seemed like an easy meal. An eagle in its death rose from a black mamba's bite. The leopard, usually a cautious hunter, noticed the snake had expended its precious venom on the bird and calculated its chances. What followed was an unusual standoff between the two predators. The mamba, though depleted of venom, demonstrated its legendary stubbornness, refusing to surrender its hard-won meal. Despite the leopard's superior strength and size, the snake's persistent presence and defensive posturing created an amusing battle of wills. The big cat would try to snatch the eagle, only to be met with the mamba's intimidating display of resistance. Eventually, the leopard, accompanied by its watching cub, seemed to decide this particular meal wasn't worth the hassle. The snake's stubborn defense, even without its deadly venom, had won the day. Youthful, inexperienced, killed this young male lion. The curious cat, still naive to the savanna's dangers, casually approached a black mamba with childlike wonder, like a house cat inspecting a garden hose. It sat beside the deadly reptile, unaware of the mortal danger. When the mamba struck defensively, the lion barely registered the bite, treating it with the same indifference as a mosquito sting. That was its last mistake. But it didn't know it yet. Rising to leave, satisfied with its investigation, it managed only a few casual steps before the neurotoxin took hold. The distance between where curiosity ended and death began was heartbreakingly short. Just a few feet of African soil marked the space its final moment of innocent exploration and its final breath. Male lions can reach an imposing 400 to 500 pounds of pure muscle in their prime, with thick manes and powerful builds that make them appear even more massive. Their shoulders can stand nearly 4 feet tall, and their bulky frames command respect across the savanna. But in this heartbreaking scene, a once mighty male lion had been reduced to a skeletal shadow of its former glory. Though it had survived an initial black mamba bite, the venom's devastating effects continued their relentless work. Its once powerful muscles had wasted away, leaving it looking like an oversized, emaciated house cat. Its mane hung limp around a gaunt face, skin clinging, visible ribs and protruding hip bones. The slow deterioration from the lingering venom, it stripped away not just its physical mass, but its very essence. As an apex predator, a majestic male lion sat among its pride here, initially showing no signs of the fatal encounter that had occurred just minutes before. The proud victor of a territorial dispute, the seemingly insignificant black mamba was about to learn the snake's final lesson. The first signs appeared, suddenly foam bubbling from its muzzle, its muscles beginning to betray it. The other lions watched in confusion as their powerful leader's composure crumbled its legs, gave way and it collapsed onto the savanna grass, its body racked with uncontrollable spasms. The pride's distress was evident as they circled their fallen king, some backing away in confusion, others approaching cautiously, unsure how to help the lions earlier. Triumph over the snake now seemed hollow, a deadly miscalculation. While it had indeed crushed the mamba, its lightning-fast strike had already delivered its verdict. It was a sobering reminder that sometimes in nature, victory can be painfully short-lived. While black mambas rarely encounter hyenas, when they do, the results can be absolutely devastating. In this case, a hyena had made the fatal mistake of getting too close to a mamba. The snake's venom, a potent neurotoxin that paralyzes respiratory muscles, acted with shocking speed within minutes. The once powerful predator lay helpless, its nervous system. Under siege, the hyena's muscles twitched involuntarily as the venom blocked nerve signals, a tragic demonstration of the mamba's lethal efficiency. Black mambas possess some of the fastest-acting venom of any snake, capable of causing death within 20 minutes. While there's limited data on hyena-mamba encounters, their venom has enough potency to kill several adult humans with a single bite. Interestingly, black mambas don't typically prey on large animals. They prefer smaller prey like birds and rodents. The snake likely struck defensively rather than for hunting. As is the case in most encounters with larger animals, their defensive strikes are lightning fast, reaching speeds of up to 12 feet per second. In this haunting encounter, the local villagers stumbled upon a distressing sight hyena in the throes of black mamba and Asian. The creature's desperate struggle for survival created an unforgettable scene. While its hind legs remained functional, the venom had selectively paralyzed its front limbs, creating a grotesque form of mobility. The hyena, driven by survival instinct, pushed itself forward, using only its back legs, its face and muzzle dragging against the ground. The villagers watched in shocked silence as this powerful predator was reduced to such a pitiful state. The selective paralysis demonstrated the complex way snake venom can affect different muscle groups. In this case, the toxin had worked its way through the front half of the body. First, the hyena's determination to live even in such compromised conditions showcased the raw will to survive found in nature. However, this partial paralysis was likely just a transitional stage before complete respiratory failure would take hold, making the scene even more haunting. Check this one out. A leopard had stumbled upon its sleek rival, a cheetah that had succumbed to a black mamba's lethal bite. The opportunistic leopard, known for its pragmatic nature, quickly seized the advantage with its powerful muscles. It hoisted the cheetah's lifeless body up into a tree, a behavior that leopards evolved in order to protect their meals from other scavengers. Cheetahs are usually impossible to kill as they're too fast for the overwhelming majority of predators. Yet this one was taken down by a single precise strike from a black mamba. And in case you are wondering, snake venom is generally safe to consume as it needs to enter the bloodstream directly to be lethal. The leopard could safely feast on the cheetah without risk, since digestive enzymes would break down venom proteins just like any other protein. This is why many animals can consume venomous snakes or envenomated prey without ill effects. The digestive system neutralizes the toxins before they can enter the bloodstream. So for once, a predator was actually able to find a free and easy meal in the unforgiving savanna to actually eat without a catch or deadly trap waiting for it. Heart-wrenching doesn't even begin to describe this scene. One of nature's perfect killers, a leopard was rendered utterly helpless. It was reduced to a quivering mass of spotted fur. The black mama's neurotoxin had transformed this masterpiece of evolutionary design into a portrait of vulnerability. Each involuntary twitch told the story of nerve endings misfiring, a central nervous system collapsing. Onlooker's camera captured this devastating moment, where one of nature's most graceful athletes, a creature capable of dragging prey twice its size of vertical tree trunks, couldn't even lift its own head. The leopard's eyes, typically laser-focused, in calculating now revealed a glazed look of resignation. Its powerful limbs, built for explosive power and stealth, jerked rhythmically, but uselessly against the ground. The observer's helplessness mirrored the leopard's own. There is no anti-venom administration possible in the wild, and even if there were the venom, swift action meant that intervention would come too late. Here's a reminder that even Earth's mightiest land mammal isn't immune to a black mamba's bite. This massive elephant lay writhing on the African soil, with thunderous trumpets of agony echoed across the savanna, a jarring sound from a creature normally associated with quiet strength. Unlike the solitary deaths of the hyena, leopard, and cheetah before it, this giant had a fighting chance. Rescuers worked frantic hours administering anti-venom and supporting care. While the elephant's powerful frame shuddered with muscle spasms, the contrast was striking. A beast that could effortlessly uproot trees, now dependent on human intervention for survival. Each pained cry felt like nature itself holding its breath. Watching this race against time between modern medicine and one of evolution's most perfect toxins this time, at least there was hope. Did you enjoy this video? Please let us know in the comments section down below. And don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe to the channel while you're at it. And please turn on your notifications bell to get notified when we upload a new video. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.